Hello, I'm Ducko. I'm a duck. Indeed. What's the title of this video about? Well, Galaxy Video is already known for its versus shows. Multiverse Match, which follows more standard versus rules and formats, but also has more odd matchups usually. And Galaxy Grudge Match, which is more scenario-based and goes into matchups while usually not taking the stats into mind, at least as far as it's developed. This idea I had in mind was somewhat different. I have my own perspectives on versus matches, or have a perspective I'd like to share that's a bit different from what has become standardly applied to versus rules. Rather than what applies with the tier systems and stats and what have you, I want to look more at these from a narrative perspective. Sky T does a somewhat similar thing with Versus Universe, but I wanted to take a slightly different approach from even that, as well as tackle some very well-known characters, with some slightly obscure ones to mix it up. The approach will vary based on the matches, due to my belief that different fiction operates on different rules, and even mixing some that operate on different rules, which will be tricky. I would say formatting-wise, expect a mix between a video essay kind of approach for the analysis and the storytelling aspects of fictional fisticuffs for presenting the fight. But I'll try to, well, keep things with my own spin. I'm not going to make a carbon copy. You'll see what happens with it if you are interested and want to see it get off the ground. But anyways, this show is more loose yet analytical and focused on storytelling themes, though not always versus style connections lists of that kind. Sometimes I'll make a match off of just what I find cool, or like a vague general theme, but usually I think the matchups will be self-explanatory, or at least very easy to explain. That said, I am indecisive about a lot of things. I have a lot of matchups in mind already, some characters you may be seeing in the background if you look hard enough, but also I'm undecided on the name of the show. I had the idea of Versus Gaiden, or however you pronounce it, since Gaiden means side story in Japanese. Ninja Gaiden made that word stick in my mind. And it does say that it's, well, a side story to the usual way of doing verses, and our own versus shows here on the channel as well. Brandon had the idea of Mythos Match, since that also gets across the literary aspect of it, and, well, we use match a lot as our versus word. Do we use it too much, or is that good? Which title do you prefer? There will be a poll in the description for deciding the name, but you can also leave your ideas in the comments too, as well as express interest in the concept in general. Do you want this show? Keeping in mind that it'll mostly just be me solo in the vids, aside from some voice acting, if I feel like getting that for the specific matchup or story. Do you think we have too many versus shows and variants already? Sound off in the comments or the Discord server, and I'll see you soon. We still have various other projects in the works, and I may also want to do more non-versus videos and solo work in general. We shall see. Have a good day, folks.